let's talk about solving the triangle. What this means is we're given some partial information about the triangle and we're asked to find all of the unknown angles and sides. So, as an outline, we consider the different information we might be given. So these abbreviations refer to what information we are given. So in this case, AAS, that refers to the angle, and the side of a triangle. So let's look at what that would look like. In this situation, we are told one angle and another angle, and then one of the sides that's not the side between the two angles. So we're told this angle, and then this not included side. This is in contrast to the angle, side, angle situation. And in that situation, we're told two angles, and then the side that's between the two angles. So they were told that side. Of course, these two situations are really equivalent because if you know two angles, you can find the third angle just by subtracting 180 from the other two angles from 180. And similarly here. So just remember that knowing two angles is really as good as knowing the third angle, and these two cases are really equivalent. Now this other case, this SSA case, you remember, is the ambiguous case. And the picture that you should have in mind there is something like this, where one of the sides is specified and one of the angles is specified. So this side and that angle. And then we have a third side which might go like this, and it might go like that. So we're given that third side, but because there's two possibilities, it could swing this way or swing that way. This is why this is the ambiguous case. There might be more than one answer. There might be no answers. So that one takes a little bit more work to think about. But anyway, all three of these cases are dealt with using the law of sines. And the reason the law of sines works well here is in each of these cases we have an angle and a side opposite the angle. In this case we can figure out that third angle, and then we have an angle and its opposite side. Here we have an angle given to us and its opposite side. And remember, with the law of sines, that's a key pair. We need to have the angle and the length of the side opposite in order to set up that law of sines. To contrast these cases, the two other cases are side, 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 and side, angle, side. So in side, 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 we're given the three side lengths and none of the angles. And in that case, we need to use law of cosines, because law of sines won't work because we don't know any of the angles. And remember, we need that pair of an angle and its opposite side in order to use the law of sines. So SSS as well as SAS, side, angle, side. So in a side, angle, side situation, we're told the side and another side and then the included angle, but we're not told any of the other angles and we're not told the opposite side. And so that's also would not work with the law of sines because we never have an angle and its opposite side. These sides don't have the opposite angle, and this angle doesn't have the opposite side. So in that case, in both of these cases, we need to use the law of cosines. And so just as a quick outline, with the law of sines, at least in the first two cases, it's very quick to use the law of sines to find the unknown sides. We already have all the angles, and so the unknown sides quickly follow. In the ambiguous case SSA, we need to first decide whether there are two answers or one answer or no answers. And once we've made that decision, we just have to either use this angle or this angle, And then we use the law of sines to find the other sides, or the other side, and then the third angle follows by taking 180 minus the other two angles. In these two cases, with side, we use the law of cosines to find one of the unknown angles, and then we can use the law of cosines again to find a second angle, and then the third angle will follow by taking 180 minus the other two angles. And in the side angle side case, given the two sides and the included angle, we can find the third side just by using the law of cosines. We've seen that before. And once you have the third side, we can use the law of cosines again to find one of the other angles. And at that point, we can take 180 minus the sum of the two angles to find the third angle.